Yo, what's up, everybody? RevSauce9. We're going to talk about the Dr. Britt Baker situation. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon for the latest and greatest. I took so many takes of this video. So let's try this again for the billionth time. Look, at the end of the day, Britt Baker, MJF went at each other in a verbal argument. That's it. It happens every day in every locker room. When did us as in fans become soft? And when did the wrestling channels out there make it more than it needs to be? A lot of these channels are making it more than it needs to be today. And you have a lot of dirt sheets trying to get clicks and views today off of this. It's disgusting to me. All it was a simple argument between MJF and, honestly, Britt Baker. And Britt Baker has not liked MJF for a while. And this has been brouhahaing for a quick minute. Why is this a big... Why this is knowledge. We already should know this. Britt Baker has said this on X multiple times, how she doesn't like MJF. My goodness. And we're making it out to be like it's new news. We're shocked. Everybody should go crazy. So here's the situation. Britt Baker and MJF and the girlfriend, something to do. She signed with AEW or whatever, had some choice things to say to Britt Baker. Britt Baker reacted, and it was basically a verbal altercation before MJF and Will Ospreay's 60-minute match a couple of weeks ago, and it went back and forth. It was a simple spat between two people. This happens every fucking day in wrestling, guys. Not every wrestler is going to like each other. Not every wrestler is going to be cordial after the fact. And I think everybody involved should have been suspended, fined, the whole nine. I think it's ridiculous that this season even has to come out. It's all for clicks and to massively manipulate wrestling fans and stir up the tribalists. It's so disgusting to me in 2024. And then you got others making it, oh, this is AEW failing. This is AEW doing this. This is AEW doing that. It's like, look, whoever's leaking this shit out to the dirt sheets wants traction. Why are we doing this in 2024? Do you see WWE doing this? Hell no, you don't. This is what I love about WWE. They keep shit like that under wraps. And they find their wrestlers. And they shut it down real quick. AEW, they want to make it a fucking spectacle like children. I just don't understand that. That's why AEW gets the bad press they do half of the time. It's absolutely absurd. It's absolutely disgusting to me. And in 2024, we're still doing this, AEW. Look, it was a simple spat. MJF went back to his locker room. He punched the wall, put a hole in it, and his girlfriend had some other choice words that's supposedly signed with AEW. I guess she's a wrestler, from the reports. And then you have Dave Meltzer, Brian Alvarez. You have all these freaking dirt sheets and people out there making it more than it needs to be. You got big name YouTubers like JD from New York making it bigger than it needs to be. And then going, oh my God, this just hurts AEW. Oh my God, this does things that are bad for AEW. It's like, guys, it's no big deal. This happens every day in the wrestling industry. This happens in a TNA locker room. This happens in a WWE locker room. But the differences between their locker rooms and AEW makes everything into a spectacle. Or are we being rused by AEW and this is just a storyline and this is them just making up stuff to make up stuff to get cheap heat for their own product to put it out there? And Tony, you know how Tony Khan is. So at the end of the day, is this really something we should really care about? No. Honestly, let it go. Britt Baker and Mercedes Moné are still going to go at each other at All In. Nothing's changing probably. They all should be getting fined. I don't know why MJF didn't get fined out of this situation. And Will Ospreay, well, why are you in it to begin with? You should be honestly fined. These guys should be suspended. But I understand why MJF gets a pass. I get why Will Ospreay gets a pass. Is because they're draws. Britt Baker's not a draw for you? That's kind of a slap in the face. And honestly, she shouldn't be fined. Over a spat, she shouldn't be fined. Over an argument, no chairs were thrown, no punches were thrown, just a verbal argument between two people that just really don't like each other and don't have to coexist with each other, right? in a locker room. Undertaker's talked about this. Other wrestlers have talked about this in the past. That's why we have wrestlers court. That's why we have the things in place. What are we doing in 2024? AEW's got some HR fucking people that come in and they do this whole investigation. Like, AEW just needs to do better on how they vent. They should do wrestling court. They should do other things. This should not be put out in the public. This is ridiculous. This is to get cheap heat ratings for them and people to talk. That's it. Like people like myself and others and big names and all this shit. It's gross. It's gross. This is where I turn around to AEW and go, you're just fucking stupid. This is when Tony Khan is stupid. And he should take an L today for this. This shit never came out. This shit shouldn't even come out. She was suspended. It should have been part of a storyline. She should come back saying, yeah, I got suspended by the Elite. Haha, fuck you, Monet, blah, blah, this and blah, that. Why are we doing today like it's big news or something cool and all that? Like, it's stupid. Like, absolutely stupid. Honestly, and I'm going to say that in my title. The Britt Baker suspension situation in AEW is stupid. Absolutely stupid. And AEW should be ashamed. Tony Khan should be ashamed. Everybody involved should be ashamed. And honestly, basically saying you're two big wrestlers shouldn't be fined. That's ridiculous to me. MJF is coming up to me and causing me problems from what the report said. He instigated the shit, or they both were going at each other, or his girlfriend instigated the shit. Then they all should be fined. No doubt about it. You should hold your wrestlers to an example for other wrestlers not to do it. It's ridiculous to me. It's the same very reports they're saying Sammy Guevara was kicked out of the AEW locker room and all this shit. And it's like, that's also fake news. Where are you getting this from? It's so just, it's so baffling. And then you got Big Name putting their own spin on it. It's so dumb. So dumb. This shit should just be lock and keep from AEW. This is where I like WWE for. This whole situation with Dr. Britt Baker is just hokey pokey stupid. Absolutely absurd. Anyway, my name is RevSauce9. Look, at the end of the day, believe what you want to believe. Storyline, not storyline. AEW tries to blur the lines. They should have just let this go and let it be a storyline. Instead, we're talking about it on a fucking Friday. Absolutely absurd. AEW should be ashamed of themselves. MJF should be ashamed. Will Ospreay should be ashamed. All of them should be ashamed. They all should be fined. They should all be suspended. But, slaps on the wrist to the others, but Britt Baker's a casualty? That just makes no sense. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. And by the way, here's the storyline for you for this. This is how stupid this is. Pretty much MJF's girlfriend that signed with AEW, I guess, didn't like what Britt Baker had to say, and then they both went at it, and then MJF got mad, went back to his locker and punched a hole in the wall. Oh my God. Man, when did adults become babies? And then you have Will Ospreay trying to calm down the situation, and this is stupid, man. And then you got Monet involved. It's just so dumb. Absolutely absurd on AEW's part, man. Anyway, my name is RevSauce9. This whole shit's stupid. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.